The Clown Prince of Crime is back again on the big screen, and well, let's check it out.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
So folks, we're about to check out the trailer for Joker Part 2. Now this is a dual video. It's a trailer reaction and a discussion. So before we start today's trailer, make sure you hit that thumbs up button to let YouTube know that you enjoy this content. Help us out by sharing. And remember, today's video is brought to you by me, Jeff Hicks, and my graphic novel Stealing Solo, and the upcoming Wokebusters. It's almost here, folks, and it's going to be the biggest event of 2024, 2025, and so on and so on. But here we are to talk about Joker. So folks, get your timestamp set to 0 and press play on your trailer right now to watch along with me. Okay, here we go. So Joaquin Phoenix is in prison. He looks as gaunt as ever. Oh God. Sorry, I'm not saying much. I'm trying to drink this in. I apologize. So that was Joker Part 2, or as they say in this trailer, Joker Foie Gras. Now, I don't really know what to say off the top of my head. Here's the thing. I want the comic book genre to be interesting and diverse and unique and all these fun things. Based on the trailer, it looked like a self-indulgent circle jerk, courtesy of one Todd Phillips. Like, I get what they're going for. I understand it's going to be a musical in the mind of Arthur Fleck, and it's not lost on me. But what made Joker awesome was it was this unique, weird, ugly look at the Joker's life. And now the follow-up is this. It could be secretly brilliant, or it could be mildly disappointing. I'm a Joker fan. I love the character of the Joker. Got the comics, got the toys. Hold on a second. Did I say toys? Got the toy. Love the Joker, all right? Joker is one of my favorite characters. And so in 2019, when I went to go see Joker, I was very, very happy. You can go back and check out our review here on the channel. Had a lot of fun going to see that in the city of Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land. And so now here we are 5 years later, and we're going to have Joker 2 come out. And I don't really have too much excitement. Like you saw a moment ago with my reaction to the trailer, I wasn't that impressed. Musicals don't do it for me. Now, I'm a sucker for ingenuity. I love taking a genre and flipping it on its ear. I love the fact that you can take something in the comic book realm and mix it with something else and make something unique and beautiful. And I'm going to be going into this film open-minded, because even though I don't really like Joss Whedon or some of these TV shows that are inspired by him, a lot of these shows have their musical episodes, and it's really not out of the norm to have a musical and a superhero thing come together. I don't think it's too off-brand, off-kilter. Joker's off-kilter, but that's a topic for another day. I liked what I saw with Joaquin Phoenix. The guy did a great job a few years back, and now he's back again. Do I think we'll get the same level of performance? Probably, because even though I don't really follow him, he's like a Crispin Glover, like a weirdo to me. Even though I don't follow him outside of his acting roles, when I see him on the big screen, I know what I'm going to get. I know it's going to be somebody who is putting it all out there. You know, you can call him crazy, you can call him this, you can call him that, but he ain't lazy in terms of acting. So I expect that performance to be just the same level of good, and I hope that's enough for other people out there, because his performance in the first film was notable. It was something to talk about and to be discussed and praised even. And so now I hope that that's enough. If you can find a way to invigorate the character of Arthur Fleck, if you can give us new life, if you can do different things, I'm all on board. I don't want the exact same formula repeated, but I'm also not expecting to do too much with the Joker or Arthur Fleck in this film. Now, the actress I'm interested in the most is Lady Gaga. Now, Lady Gaga's been in movies for quite some time. She's not new to the acting game, and her music is, I guess, iconic at this point. Shit, I've been around long enough to remember when it was brand new. And that's fine. I've never really had an issue with Lady Gaga. If you liked her, tell me your favorite song down in the comments below. I won't judge. But I digress. But I am kind of interested / curious about how Harley Quinn's going to be portrayed. I'm of the old school mentality. I like the old Harley Quinn, the one that was the abused girlfriend of the Joker, that wore the full costume. Then she got weird in the late 2000s and was a lesbian with Poison Ivy. Like, I couldn't follow it, and I stopped following it because it got stupid. Like much of Batman, it got stupid, and I've kind of checked out. Will I pick up my action figures? Of course. Will I buy the big oversized original art editions of books? Yes, I will. But I'm not really following Batman across the board anymore because it's been 15 years of lackluster stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and say that's been, outside of the Nolan stuff, the same case with these movies. Well, Dark Knight Rises deserves criticism. My point is, Batman's in a weird place, and Joker was the one shining light, dare I say, in the last decade plus. And so I expect Lady Gaga to fit in with this world, her version of Harley Quinn, but I also expect this version of Harley Quinn to be discussed in an interesting way. And I don't mean interesting as positive. So you know this film, Joker Part 2 Foie Gras, is going to have tons of articles written about it. It's going to have the Mary Sue or Rolling Stone or all these weird, you know what kind of articles I'm talking about, going to pop up about this and that and the empowering of... I don't really want that shit, okay? Can we stop trying to meta-narrative everything? Can we stop trying to outthink everyone? Can we stop trying to act like we're so smart? Like, listen, guys. Don't overanalyze and don't deconstruct superheroes. Alan Moore did it before you were born. It's done. It's dead. Leave it alone, Jim, okay? It's a fucking rotting corpse. It's deader than disco. And so the fact that they want to just go back and do the same crap over again never interests me. Actually, the thing that I want more than anything out of this era of DC is to start something fresh and exciting. There really wasn't anything in the trailer that caught my eye. It looks nice. There are nice visuals. It looks like La La Land. They're going to go back to those stairs in New York. That fucking Joker kick is now a thing. I think that's a problem I have, too, with a lot of movies, is they get distilled down into memes, and then people only think of the memes, and the filmmakers are included in that list. I get it. Like, you want to have your callbacks to your iconic imagery. But the Joker stuff really didn't have much iconic imagery. And do we really need to go back to the stairs? Do we really need to do the same stuff? I don't know. If it's good, I'll be the first person to admit it. But if not, well, what do you expect? Me to act like it's good? I don't work for Warner Brothers. So, yeah, they got to do that shit on their own. But I want to know what you think about this, guys. Did you think the trailer was interesting? Are you excited for a superhero musical? Do you think it's going to make a lot of money? Every film lives and dies by the viewer's personal experience. And while all film can be accessible to everyone, musicals are going to be a hard sell. So that's why I'm thinking this one is going to be praised by the pinky out crowd, even though we might fall into that sometimes. You know, we are world class after all. But it's going to be a pretentious circle jerk. That's what I'm expecting this movie to be. I've been waiting the whole time to say this in the video. Look, it just looks like Hollywood wants to just blow itself right here. I get it, okay? It feels good. You don't have to depend on anybody else, but stop it, please, okay? I've lived through self-indulgent films. La La Land was another one of these, just right all over the screen. This looks like that to me. That's all this is. I hate self-indulgent films. I hate the type of stuff where you can tell these people think their shit doesn't stink. I don't like that stuff. I'm not saying I need a blue-collared filmmaker. I need some guy out in the trenches that represents me, or I need to buy stuff from these independent people. No. I'll buy films from Spielberg or Scorsese or any of these high art guys or these legends or any of this stuff like that. But I also don't want to watch a movie that comes with a free New Yorker subscription with every ticket purchased. I don't know what it is. It just feels off. But we'll find out in a couple months. I could be wrong. It's happened once or twice. So, folks, thank you for watching. I'm going to tell you this real quick. Wokebusters is almost here. It'll be on Kickstarter at the end of the month. If you're wondering what it's about, well, you know how here on the internet everyone bitches and whines and moans, and Twitter or X is a cesspool? Imagine a world where all that whining, that complaining, that outrage turns people into literal monsters. Well, that is Wokebusters for you right there, folks. And 4 men start a business to stop said outrage. They go to Portland because it's the central hub of all this garbage, and they start a very successful business. Not only do they have to deal with said monsters, they have to deal with the government itself. To find out what happens to the Wokebusters and all the fun hijinks they get into, make sure you read Wokebusters, only from me, because I wrote and drew it. So, folks, I'll be back with more very, very soon. If you like more content, share more content, watch more content, and we'll make more content for you. But until then, folks, I ask you to do 3 things. Be smart, be safe, be cool, and I lied because there's a 4th one. Always be excellent to each other. Stealing Solo asks the greatest what-if question of all time. What if a group of disgruntled Star Wars fans kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in their basement? That, and a whole lot more, is answered in Stealing Solo, a Captain's Parody. Stealing Solo has been called Laugh Out Loud Funny and the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs, and it's available now for a limited time only. Go to stealingsolo.com, which is powered by Shopify, so you get the reward-winning safety and security, and get yourselves a copy today. Once we sell through this limited backstock, I'm going back to the drawing board to bring you the sequel, which parodies Luke Skywalker's fall from grace, and finally the closing chapter, which I can't wait to get to, Frankenfisher, the Bride of Solo. And yes, it's exactly what you think it is. So folks, the only way to get that is go to stealingsolo.com right now, get yourselves a copy, and enjoy the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs.